Off day and welcome to this week's edition of GCA Today. My name is James Martinez, president of the Guam Contractors Association, and today we have a special guest, and actually a neighbor of ours, and a sister, affiliate of our organization. Her name is Liza Peredo, and she's with the GCA Trades Academy. Hi Lisa, welcome to the program.
Hi James.
And you are an administrative program, or a program administrator at the Trades Academy, but you also hold some titles that sort of have some national, recognition. One of them is the assessment administrator, so you're responsible for all the assessments and the performance verifications here on Guam through the NCCR program. You're also a certified master trainer, which means that you can certify instructors under the NCCR program as well. So, you've got some great credentials there, and so tell me, what else do you do besides those three things at the Trades Academy?
Well, I've taken other classes. I've taken safety, which a lot of my classmates have actually completed with me, that we recognized at the last membership. And now we're all construction site safety supervisors certified. We also certified heavy equipment operators from like MIDA Pacific, Black Construction, and Watts. Then we also had a group of HVAC completion, level 4 completion, and they are currently employed with JWS, which fell under the GCA apprenticeship, and Train, which was a self-payer, but now he's picked up with Train, so he's doing really well. And we also had a bunch of, I believe it was field safety completions during this last batch.
So it sounds like throughout your career at the Trades Academy, you've gotten to know a lot of people that have gone through the courses. Is that correct? And how long have you worked for the Trades Academy?
4 years now.
4 years, okay. And about how many students of the Trades Academy either taken, given classes to, and maybe how many have graduated from the program at level 4? I think it's the highest level you can achieve.
I think since I've been with Trades Academy, almost every year I've seen a completion of 30 at the apprenticeship level, completion level 4. I've seen at least 30 each year, and that's including electrical, electronic system technicians, and HVAC technicians.
Are those your most popular courses currently at the Trades Academy?
Including
HVAC
safety.
and tech, and then safety is the other one. Okay. How are the enrollment as far as the other trades, like carpentry, masonry? I guess we want to call them the core trades of the construction industry. How are the enrollment in that? Do we find a lot of people interested in those types of trades as well, or are most of them more or less geared to the higher tech, air conditioning and electrical and electronics type of courses?
Our enrollment with construction craft labor is it's actually up there with our HVAC and electrical guys. So we have at least 15 in each apprenticeship, and we get apprentices from GTA, Cabot Marine, JWS, Watts. Watts is more into the management area. So with the apprenticeship program, which most of our apprentices come from GCA because you are their sponsors, we have to keep track of their hours. So each year they have to complete a certain amount of knowledge hours and on-the-job hours.
Right.
Yes, so in retrospect to that, I always either work with Desmond, previously Fran, to try to make sure that everybody's hours are up to date. And we also get in touch with their employers so that we can make sure that, we are following the standards that GCA has provided. So with that, our students, we've built relationships with them where they share with us personal issues that actually keeps us on the same page with them, or same level, if you would say, so that if there is a personal issue at home or at work, we try to work with their instructors so that they stay in the program and not feel like they're, they become defeated.
So there's a personal touch to that. Actually, you're trying to help them succeed by helping them deal with whatever issues. It could be transportation, babysitting maybe.
Yes.
Is it safe to say that the majority, if not all, the students enrolled at the GCA Trades Academy are already employed with a company or?
Majority, if I'm not mistaken, maybe one or two, which are just the one or two that just recently started.
Mm-hmm.
But most of our students that have come through our program from core and worked their way through, at the least, maybe level one,
Mm-hmm.
they're already employed with one of our companies that use send apprentices to us,
Right.
and their employees use their networking
Mm-hmm.
to try to bring in our students that come in as self-payers or from like AHRD.
Mm-hmm.
So at the end of the program, our students are actually employed by one of GCA's
Right.
members.
But that's a segment, and then actually a large segment of your student population are already employed and working with an employer and under an apprenticeship program or just trying to advance their skill sets. But you also have a special arrangement with the Guam Department of Education as well.
Mm-hmm.
You've got some high school students that are enrolled in your program, as well as some students from the Guam Academy charter school
Yep.
systems. We'll talk a little bit about those type of students enrolled.
Yes, we actually heard from Mrs. Castro from GW.
She's the principal.
She
or-
is the assistant principal
Okay.
at GW.
Mhm.
She actually mentioned that throughout the duration that her students have been taking Trades Academy courses, which is our construction craft labor classes,
Mhm.
she's noticed a vast variety of those students who have completed or come close to graduating or have graduated. Their attitudes and their grades in school, in their general school, has changed for, she's not talking about 50% change, she's talking about a total 360 change. They've made honor roll, like A or B honor roll, because
Mhm.
in order to stay within our trade program, they have to keep a certain standard at their school in order to stay within the program. So that's one of Frank and Joe's requirements. Every single person that they have selected have either made A or B honor roll and has completed our core curriculum in construction craft labor level 1. They will be going into level 2 July 6th.
Mhm.
So they've actually dedicated their summer. Instead of taking the summer off, they want to take classes over
And
the
some of
summer.
these courses I understand are like, I guess, credit recovery type courses where if they're falling behind on credits to graduate, in order to
Mhm.
graduate, the Trades Academy would provide them some of the courses. Maybe they're not all academics and they want to see something more along the line of a trade like
Mhm.
construction. And so they're more in tune and more interested in that so that they'll, keep going. And then so once they complete that, then they'll be able to recover some of the credits before they graduate, maybe 1 or 2 credits because they're behind. And so that was something that I heard about anyway, as far as these students from, I think, George Washington, just to recover some of those credits. But you had how many students that graduated last year that took the courses at the Trades Academy prior to them graduating from high school?
There's actually 5 altogether that
Mm.
graduated. The program, when Joe Sanchez and Frank first designed it,
Mhm.
it was designed for the recovery of credits.
Right.
That's not how it ended up turning out. The
Mm.
students ended up trying to stay within the program and prove that they're worth the chance to take
Mhm.
and stay within Trades Academy's program, that they've signed up for after school classes, they took summer classes, at the same time they're going to day school, coming to Trades Academy, taking their after school program, so they were actually taking classes all through the day. So these kids are not considered under any kind of recovery
Right.
credits now, because they've actually all met their credits. They're doing all well. The charter school students, on the other hand, they're only taking core. I know that the
Core
instructors,
classes, meaning they're taking what?
basic
what type of-
safety,
yeah.
basic rigging, communications, employability.
And employability
Mhm.
skills.
Mhm.
Okay. Okay, and we're getting to the tail end of the program right now, but tell us, how would these folks that are interested in attending the GCA Trades Academy, are they able to register for the classes, get a course schedule, and maybe talk about the any fees or tuition that's involved, or any scholarships that are available? Who do they call, and what numbers can they call at?
Well, they can call me or Marco. Marco is my assistant. My name is Lisa. You can call us at 647-4842, or you can call my cell phone. It's 488-5244. We can email you the student applications, our updated schedules for the upcoming months, and the course breakdown for tuitions and fees in regards to whatever trade that an individual is looking at getting into. As for the high school students, they would need to work with their schools, school administrators, and see if they qualify for the program, or maybe get in touch with Mr. Joe Sanchez or Mr. Frank Leon Brow in regards to that.
Okay, do you have a website that we can also take a look
Yes,
at?
GCA Trades Facebook.
Okay, and you have an email address we can contact in case?
Yes,
Folks
it
are-
is elizabeth.peredo at guamcontractors.org.
Okay, so for those of you interested in working in the construction trades, having willingness to learn, maybe the GCA Trades Academy is something for you to consider. And thank you, Lisa, for your time today, and we hope that for those considering a career in construction, that you give Lisa and the folks over at the GCA Trades Academy a call. We'll see you next time on GCA Today.